Football on the horizon here at Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Arrowhead. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. And his first pass falls incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. We're working a couple yards past the line. It's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Running left with Pacheco. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. Force a 4th down.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it.
Hey, up. Hey, 43. Attack.
Mahomes to throw for it. Look at that work, turning those legs, driving it across the 15. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
They're on now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Hurts setting up to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Mejio with the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Fire down these two. 15. Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one is launched downfield. He steps in and makes the interception. And the Eagles come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have it following that interception on the final play of the 1st quarter. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hurts now from the gun. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Dice right.
Handoff headed right, Barkley. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. J.D. Hicks there on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Back to throw, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Eagles have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Great. Let's go. Trim it.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. He's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
First down, a run with Barkley. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Drew Tranquill brings him to the ground.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd down now, they need 7. Play action, Hurts sends it. On him quick, and they bring it down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knocked so far backwards with the sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down if you don't get the first.
But the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Now, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Yellow.
Tight end going in motion here.
15. What's that?
Throwing here just before halftime. He throws a bullet deep to the... They connect on the deep shot. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, ball at the 36. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Hurts to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And he's pumped. He's got ground. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's Hurts once again. Finds him on the slant. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Remigio with the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Easy. Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Look at that power. Deep left side. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Hey, ribble it. Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Don't go. It's Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike, Brock, as he set out. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought it stalled out. He's going to carry on.
1st and 10
Yo,
at the 50-yard line.
They take the handoff. Now Mahomes. And he's dropped. They got there for the sack, and that brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Yellow. Yellow. That's a long way.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup of 12 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, 57, 50.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Trying Brown back-to-back plays. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Offense up to the line fast.
44 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
15.
1st and goal at
On the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's brought down at the line. Working quickly here.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Try to run with Pacheco. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs making a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2. Well, he just caught them a touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. They go to Barkley again. No one's around him. He's got space. He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Try again with Barkley. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Penalty drops him at the 1, so they've got a couple of shots left at it. It's 2nd and goal.
180.
Barkley. And that's just about it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
And likely game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. We got a 2-score game now late.
Chiefs 15. Jake Elliott to kick off for Bill.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Fight on these two.
Off the play fake. It's Mahomes. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Will make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I don't think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Going deep here for the end zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Trying to push deep downfield. Big gain downfield. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today. And boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out. They backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate. So much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE. Bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.
Living on the edge and finding out it's kind of dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm born down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going up? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't blink twice. I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was...
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On play action, here's Williams. On the arc, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate. And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play. First and goal from the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Bears' 6-yard line.
Another try for Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
First down, Chicago.
Play action. Now Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's second and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. To the air, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. Throwing is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10.
32. There he gets back.
Here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Williams looking to do it himself, and he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Williams going to look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. And 2nd and inches.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
Back to throw. Williams. Touchdown, Bears! Colston Loveland taking it in. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hurts.
His pass finds Brown in a comeback run. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
From the gun, here's Williams. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Barkley inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Grace.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and
back to throw. Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Williams looking to do it himself. He's got this complete to Burden. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Here's Williams. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's another Bears first down.
Working out of the gun, Williams. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain, in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheap for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Feeling like a freak on a leash. Feeling like I have no release. How many times have I felt disease? Nothing in my life is free, is free.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for the Phillies.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go. 11 MT, Tate.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Now 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
11.
Slot man moves right.
11, 12.
Now it's Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 62 yards. And the Bengals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11. 11. Stop.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And now look at this. Big gain by fumble. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So that's about about as crazy of a play as you're going to see. He lost the football, got it back, and took it into the end zone.
And it's really tough on the defenders, isn't it? Because when they see a loose football, sometimes you end up kind of shutting it down and you go into fumble recovery mode and you forget about the guy who fumbled it in the first place. That ended up costing him.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this is now a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They go play action with Hurts. Now he's going to step up. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard.
This is Brown going up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Here we go.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is the tight end fake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Guns. 11, Thomas. Right, 80.
Brown is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
Here we go.
Will line up for the
2-point
conversion.
11.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Eagles 7. Evan McPherson.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Shoves him away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
180. Delta.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Two minutes remain. In this first half of football. Second and 6. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Eagles first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
The slot man in motion right.
11.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
11 mighty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going right back to Fant. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. 11. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT. 12.
Looking to throw. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11. Here we go. 11. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps.
Here we go.
He delivers a big play here for this offense.
11. 11.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll set up a throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Here we go. 11. Big 13. 11.
On second and goal, Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Eagles 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Let's get set.
On first and 10, here's Brown. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half.
Hurts fumbles it. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, I need Shahid. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my duty, pepper seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck that discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, bring it way down to my.
Welcome to the Northeast, everybody, as we get a look at Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Tonight, we've got an entertaining one in store for you. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Gillette. To return this, Marcus Jones. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's May on 1st and 10. He'll get it completed to Travion Henderson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air yet again, May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick 6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
May now from the gun. Big gain downfield. And at the end of it, and he loses the ball. continues. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots picked up the fumble and ran it home. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Xavier Gipson now to return. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
They ran it with Saquon Barkley. They're having gained about a handful there. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Short pass brought in. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
16 more yards.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Handoff headed right. Barkley makes a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Offense off to a good start, Brock. Here's a 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory. Running right, it's Barkley. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Trimmer.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half. To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
19 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
They go to Barkley again. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. That's run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's another carry for Barkley. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. It's the Eagles, needing 8 on 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. And the Patriots get there and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Yeah, Nick Sirianni saw that play clock running down as he hurries to get a timeout call. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Garfield. Hey, what's up?
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. And on the South had that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond. You've got a man in motion.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. Chased out to his right. He finds Diggs right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, here goes tonight. Hey, what's that? Good fight, nasty. Crazy, crazy.
To the air on 1st down, May. Brought in, a big gain here for Diggs. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Hey, what's up? Hey, can't.
They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
That's another.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
No, what's that? Hey, what's that?
Here's made in the air. Throw left side cut by Douglas. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take the lead just before halftime. DeMario Douglas with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Borregales on to send it away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Let's go. Trimmer.
He'll throw it. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Borregales on to send it away. Gibson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll throw, third and long. He finds Stetson, left side. Down to the 10. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
At their own 34-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10.
What's that? Hey, what's up?
The give now to Henderson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, May. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. May looking to throw. And we go to Henderson on the dump off. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throw here, 3rd down. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this.
Hey, what's up? Bravo. Hey, dip right, dip right.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's that? Hey, Angel, crazy.
Desperation time here. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that 1st down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a 1st down for the offense.
Henry on the catch. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling. Hey, what's that?
And he's going to take it himself. A pitch out to Gibson. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a New England 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
here we go, throw. Ready, what's that?
On the right side, Henderson dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots down by only 3. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
What's that? Ready, what's that?
Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind, making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
Ready, what's... Hey, Garfield.
Back to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Here we go, throw.
Now try the right side. Here's Henderson. Tried to find his way back to the middle, but he stopped after a yard. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with a loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Defense in the dime now, clinging to that lead.
Here we go, throw.
Looking to throw it. Really? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Big moment here for Andres Borregales. This from 30 yards out. Looking good, and it's through. And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up. Now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. It's inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles have taken the lead late. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, boys. Ready, what's that? Hey, 5.
Setting up to pass. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
Exactly 60 seconds available to them in regulation. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go, set. Ready, what's that?
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he is to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down.
Here. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
They send a man in motion.
We're good.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's completed right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Patriots first down.
And that spike gets it stopped. 30 seconds to go. Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Hey, here we go, set. Ready, what's that?
Here he is to throw. It is caught left side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
Brings up 3rd and
They get up and get it spiked. 17 ticks left.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down.
Hey, here we go, set. Hey, trips left, man. Ready, what's that?
To throw. On the move, headed right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Great, set. And anyway,
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.
that whip, yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry, that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night, cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot, cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody powers. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. Hey, Shawty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a #1 fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Yes, I'm like that's part of my rebuilding castles that's made out of. She's amazing, I'm fire blazing.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go from Chicago. Devin Duvernay to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 16-yard line.
Williams from the gun. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there. But still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Williams to throw here. 3rd and 1. Lofts it deep right side. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Pass is good at the 9. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
At the 7-yard line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Great, set. Go, touch.
Gonna run with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Look at this out of the bag of tricks. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass brought in. Shoots away from one. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Chicago first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down, Williams to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line.
Here's Swift on second down. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Offense to the line fast.
16-yard line.
Vegas, yes.
Third down, here's Williams. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
What is up? Yes.
Fourth down, Williams. On target to Moore. And he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a first and goal.
That's good for a Bears.
Williams set to pass. Getting out to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. And Johnson dialing it up. They're going to try for the 2-point conversion.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams trying to throw for it. And this is caught. And that fifth lead works out. They're now up 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the 2-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call, Coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating, and now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. I'll start this one out with Barkley. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 8-7 the score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got second and 7 to start. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's third down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Hurts now on fourth. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Drop near the goal line. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Going from the gun here. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll score a touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead to 7. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
That score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
The Bears will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Bears 14, Eagles 7.
Project, let's this ain't what you want.
Michael Santos kicking off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
There's a dive up the middle. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guys, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Barkley gets it on third down. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. It's the Eagles with a first and 10. Running is Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Running right, it's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down throwing for Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
On second down, here's Barkley. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Here goes Barkley again. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's about 43 yards for it. Elliott connects there, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. First down throw by Williams. Chased out to his right. Big strike here to Moore. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
63.
Going to start with a run by Barkley. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
1 yard gain.
Here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
They run it with Saquon. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's
Here's Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. He can average that type of yards per carry. This guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the conversion sets them up with a new set of downs.
Kate, I don't think there was a single doubt in the building that that was going to be an R-U-N. And not a single doubt in the outcome either. Great push to drive it forward and get the first.
First down, and they go right back to it. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. He takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions, and now push them to 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Williams to throw on first. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And dose of the hurry up here.
loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's looking deep once again. Big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago.
as a quarterback. The first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Whether that middle field open or close, or got single high or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
And Johnson dialing it up. They're going to try for the two-point conversion.
The Bears will line up for their
Blitz coming for Williams. Buys time, rolling right. And he's got it. So they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
Bears 22, Eagles 10.
This is the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10. At their own
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. First and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got room to roll. Now he's hit. Hurts fumbles. And the Bears have it. That return actually went backward a little bit, but I imagine Brock...
All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on their in-state rivals to the west, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A short one there to Freiermuth. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles. Up there for the sack. Jalen Phillips. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Howard. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Howard from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he will try to run through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Yeah, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second and 4. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play and one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
57-yard attempt.
2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. Throwing is Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra Really helps them on third down. Makes it manageable now.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll take. Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Howard. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Steelers first down.
Here we go.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Eagles, 18, 60 Bison, 60.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
That'll be dumped off to Gainwell. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, smash. 70, 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Howard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
34-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
14 yards. First down.
Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 40-yard attempt from... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, since the leaping rules were changed back in 2017, we only average about 1 block kick per week league-wide. They pulled out all the stops there, got someone in there, delivered a big block.
I actually didn't think it was that high. I thought it was even less than that, but those guys executed perfection right there. Really brought excellent effort on that snap. Can't ask for anything more, and they got it done.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Just 1 field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that part there. I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Well, Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
3 and out.
They'll try and throw for it here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Running left, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley, 48 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. Hurt. 72 more. Driving 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Straight ahead with Warren. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Hawks 70, Hawks 60 Eagles, 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 19 Titans, 19.
He's back to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch.
Probably got to like what they're doing right there. They're going a little bit getting closer. Another good pickup.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 70.
On the give, it's Warren. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here it is. 4th and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.